Hello learners, in this topic let's discuss about free space management. Free space management. A file system is responsible to allocate the free blocks to the file, therefore it has to keep track of all the free blocks present in the disk. There are mainly two approaches by using which the free blocks in the disk are managed. The process of looking after and managing the free blocks of the disk is called free space management. There are some methods or techniques to implement a free space list. These are as follows: bitmap, linked list, grouping, and counting. Bitmap. In this approach, the free space list is implemented as a bitmap vector. It contains the number of bits where each bit represents each block. If the block is empty, then the bit is 1, otherwise it is 0. Initially all the blocks are empty. Therefore, each bit in the bitmap vector contains 1. LAs. The space allocation proceeds. The file system starts allocating blocks to the files and setting the respective bit to 0. Linked list. It is another approach for free space management. This approach suggests linking together all the free blocks and keeping a pointer in the cache with points to the first free block. Therefore, all the free blocks on the disk will be linked together with a pointer. Whenever a block gets allocated, its previous free block will be linked to its next free block. Grouping. This is also the technique of free space management. In this, there is a modification of the free list approach which stores the addresses of the n free blocks. In this, the first n-1 blocks are free, but the last block contains the address of the n blocks. When we use the standard linked list approach, the addresses of many blocks can be found very quickly. In this approach, we cannot keep a list of n free disk addresses, but we keep the address of the first free block. Then we have counting. Counting is another approach for free space management. Generally, some contiguous blocks are allocated, but some are free simultaneously. When the free space is allocated to a process according to the contiguous allocation algorithm of clustering, so we cannot keep the list of n free blocks address, but we can keep the address of the first free block and then the number of n free block which follows the first block. When there is an entry in the free space list, it consists the address of the disk and a count variable. This method of free space management is like method of allocating blocks. We can store these entries in the B tree in place of linked list. So operations like lookup, deletion, insertion are efficient.